SMS channels define the properties of SMPP binds established by you and your customers and vendors. An SMPP bind is a TCP link that is set up between your switch and the system of your partner after the login and password-based authentication has been successfully completed. After that, it becomes possible to send SMS traffic through that channel without any further authentication. Binds between you and your vendors are initiated by your switch, while binds between your customers and you are initiated by the customers. If we look at the direction of the channel, we'll see 4 different values here. TX, which stands for transmitter, is good for only sending traffic but not receiving anything. On the contrary, RX, which stands for receiver, is only good for receiving messages but not sending them. While TR, which is a transceiver, is equally good for sending and receiving messages. That's why we recommend that this direction type be used for vendor channels, because with vendors, you need to be able to both send traffic to them and receive delivery reports back from them. And finally, the auto channel type means that when a system receives a bind request from a customer, it needs to confirm the channel type requested by the customer side. That's why this channel type is only good for customer binds. The global unique ID of a channel is an internal ID used to identify a channel by different system components like the switching module, the routing system, and the billing. For example, the routing module provides the routing information to the switch as a sequence of vendor global unique IDs. And the switch writes customer and vendor global unique IDs to the EDR files, which are later analyzed by the billing system to calculate the charges. The channel name is just a display name of a channel that is used in different system interfaces. It does not have an internal meaning for the system, and it's not used anywhere by the system automatically. The host name is the DNS name or the IP address of the partner switch. For vendors, it's also important to specify the port value, because without that you will not be able to send traffic to them. The login and password are used to successfully pass the authentication stage. With vendor channels, it's the vendor who needs to provide you with this information so that you can create it in the system and successfully pass authentication. While with the customers of yours, it's vice versa. You need to create logins and passwords for them so that they can send them to you in their bind requests. The rest of parameters, for example, the type of number, the numbering plan ID, the address range, etc., are optional SMPP parameters, and you do not have to specify them every time you create a bind, except for some special cases when it's needed so by your partners.